Yep. All right. It is the final day of session 1 of the 2018 Junior Olympics, and a brand new Counterattack Live is up next. Hey everyone, Greg Meskel here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack Live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. Greg Meskel here with you. We have come to Championship Day in Session 1 boys competition, coming to a close. Medals being awarded here around the Stanford and San Jose area. Teams are vying for championships. Let's take a look at some of the results so far here as we get into action. We're starting a little bit earlier today because championship matches are happening here at Stanford starting at 1 o'clock Pacific. And then we'll go back on here at the Counterattack at 6:30 p.m., getting you caught up on all the big winners today. But let's take a look now at our scoreboard and what we've got thus far here at the Junior Olympics in the way of results early on. Some of the games happening this morning in the 12U Championship as teams figuring out who will be playing for medals later today. Vanguard and Newport are moving on. American River, a big win there over Southside as we advance on to the 14 and under championship. Results here, these are coming in from early this morning. This feels like an election show. Some of our early returns here. Vanguard over Stanford, CDM against American River, SoCal representing with Huntington Beach, and SoCal moving on in matches there. On to the 16 and under championship division here. CC United doubling up San Diego Shores. Royal 559 out of the Fresno Clovis area. They are moving on, as are a couple of SoCal squads. And on to the 18U Championship. A few scores here. The Cozy Boys, the favorites in this 18 and under championship. They, with a victory over LA Premier 11-7. Stanford and Greenwich there moving on, and some scores still coming in with Stanford and Vanguard White. And that's a look at some of our early results here. More to come, full results available at usawaterpolo.org. Go to the Junior Olympics section. You can sort by divisions, by age groups, break everything down. Also, don't forget live streaming going on right now on flowswimming.com. 3 different courses right here at Stanford. I can look out and see one of them right ahead of me here. Courses from Baker, Bullardy, and of course Avery. All the championship action from Avery. You can watch the medal round games. Get on to flowswimming.com right now. Sign up. Special rate there from Flow Swimming, taking you all the way through the end of Session 2 of the Junior Olympics. So make sure you check that out. Also a great show here. We're going to have our social media, send off some of the best of the JO social media coming up next. In a few moments, we'll talk with Justin Dignam from Big Fish Payroll. We'll bring him on momentarily. But first, we want to get into an important story here at the JOs. We've been telling Junior Olympic stories throughout the week, visiting with clubs, telling you about teams that come from around the country, maybe you're right here in California, that take part in the biggest event. But no team maybe has entered JOs with a heavier heart than those of the Rocky Mountain Neptunes. Many of you are familiar with the story from this past June, the tragic shooting in Colorado, and the Rocky Mountain Neptunes lost one of their own. Vaughn Bigelow was a part of that 14 and under team. He would have been here at JOs, and his family still recovering from that incident. Of course, our thoughts are with them as they recover from such a tragic event in Colorado. The team, they came anyway. They wanted to be here at Rocky Mountain Neptunes. They wanted to play in honor of Vaughn. We talked with them yesterday at Camp Lindo High School. They talked about doing everything in honor of their teammates, and they're also celebrating him by wearing shirts. It's a team shirt. Every team at JOs has a team shirt. This one is probably the best one, probably means the most to so many teams here. As you can see, it's water polo with altitude from Colorado, and it says for Vaughn, their teammate. Here's more on the Rocky Mountain Neptunes and how they pay tribute to their fallen teammate, Vaughn Bigelow Jr.
was very friendly, very fun to be with, and several of our players refer to him as their best friend, or one of their best friends.
He was always, he was always the one that always tried to make everyone smile. He would be always kind of, not like the fun stuff like he tried to make a joke, he'd always just do, he'd be naturally him, but it would always come off as funny to everybody else, and always make everyone smile and laugh during every single practice, and anywhere outside of water polo.
Coaches definitely supported us. They figured that they didn't make us come back to practice right away because they knew some of us we were not ready. And then the parents, they all supported us. They agreed to whatever we wanted at the moment. We went to like his favorite bike park for everything, and we all got together and made a memorial, and it's just brought everyone together, and we just all are becoming better friends.
This year we had like a whole thing. We wanted to do it for Vaughn because, if he was here, he'd be playing on our 14U team, and we all thought, all right, we're just going to play every single quarter, every minute for Vaughn, and we always play for him, and we always feel like he's always in the water with us.
We don't play favorites here, but of course pulling for the Rocky Mountain Neptunes, and appreciate them taking some time to remember their teammate Vaughn Bigelow Jr. You're watching the Counterattack live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. We take a timeout. We're back with more after this, live at Stanford.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. And welcome back to the Counterattack Live here at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. We have come to the end of Session 1 of the boys competition, coming to a close. Thrilled to be joined by my man here, Justin Dignam from Big Fish Payroll, a valued partner of USA Water Polo. And we got to show it off here. Justin, a lot of guys in water polo think they're the big fish, but only a couple today are going to come away with this Big Fish of the Tournament MVP award. So
That's
cool
right.
that you get to be involved with this. Why important to you and the company to be a part of this award and this tournament?
Yeah, thanks, Greg. So the idea behind the Big Fish MVP of the Tournament Award is to recognize the MVP, but also do a little branding for us. We've been partners with USA Water Polo since 2010. Happy sponsors, and we've also sponsored some individual national caliber, Olympic caliber athletes along the way. We plan on continuing to do that. But for us, it's a nice way to both give back to the area and also be recognized for our partnership.
This tournament is as big as it gets. I know you're a water polo guy back in the day as well. Why does Big Fish want to be a part of something like Junior Olympics? How does that help Big Fish, and what do you enjoy about being here?
Nice. Well, you know, our win is, quite honestly, it's a feel-good. This isn't a monetary thing. There's not really much we expect or are inclined to get back. This is just giving back to the sport. It's done a lot for me. I've been in the water since 1978, and absent some injuries, you know, continuing to play now here into my late 50s. So I love the sport. The company Big Fish, that I'm the founder and CEO of, I've kind of roped everybody, or if they've caught the same water polo wave that I've been drug on.
Yeah.
So we're having a lot of fun with this. Love the athletes, love the energy. It's just a really, really positive environment.
And one thing that we do want to point out, we know that folks that work at clubs, run clubs, might be interested to know. We talk about Big Fish payroll. I think some might think large companies, businesses, but so many of these clubs are businesses. They could potentially use help when it comes to paying their coaches, handling other finances. How can Big Fish payroll potentially help them out?
Well, thanks for that. Nice setup. It's not supposed to be a commercial, but the reality is.
Hey, we'll make it one. Go ahead.
Well, you know, payroll is compliance ridden.
Yep.
If you do it wrong, you have a problem. And lots of small clubs, I suspect, are accommodating it with volunteers and trying to figure it out on their own. And if it's working, great. But if it's not, or they're struggling, we can help. We do work for a lot of clubs, some really large ones, some really small ones. So in addition to doing work for USA Water Polo as an NGB, we're also doing work for a couple of the NGBs as well.
Very cool. So if folks want to learn more about Big Fish Payroll, they can obviously head to the website, bigfishpayroll.com, learn more about what Justin and his team are doing, see if maybe they can be a good fit, help you out. You're going to get your chance, obviously, to interact with some athletes here as they get this Big Fish of the Tournament MVP. As a guy who's loved water polo for so long, how fun is that moment going to be for you to kind of be there as people are being recognized for excellence in the pool?
Well, it's going to be fantastic. First of all, there are so few of these. You know, we'll hand them out. We'll be very proud to do it. But in all honesty, what makes the whole thing go are the teams that are getting second and third and fourth, and the team you talked about beforehand coming from Colorado, coming from the East Coast. That's what keeps the water polo momentum going. These are going to be fabulous. I'm going to enjoy the experience, but just watching all these games, that's really a lot of fun.
Excellent. Justin Dignan, Big Fish Payroll, always a pleasure to talk with you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
Right on.
Big Fish of the Tournament MVP award getting handed out later today. We'll take another time out, come back with more. You're watching the Counterattack live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Stanford University and the Counterattack live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. Greg Meskel here with you, bringing day 4, session 1 to a close. Tomorrow we'll take a small break, JO Expo for session 2, then we'll get into session 2, girls water polo action. We're right back here through the end of the tournament, all the way through Sunday. Don't forget, special time for tonight's show because of the title matches, 6:30 p.m. right out here, hoping to catch up with some of those big fish MVPs. We talked about some of the big winners here at Stanford. Now let's go to some highlights from action yesterday here at Stanford. This is to give you an idea of what's going on at flowswimming.com. When you log on and you register to watch the JOs live, you're getting 3 courses of water polo action simultaneously. All the competition from Avery, from one course at Baker, from one course at Bellardi. These games are also archived on demand, so make sure you check those out. Special 33% discount throughout the end of play here at the JOs for USA Water Polo fans. Head to flowswimming.com, get yourself signed up, and here's some of the action that's been going on. We had action morning till night. It starts at 7 a.m., goes all the way till after sundown. It is non-stop water polo action here at the JOs. And what is everyone playing for? Well, we saw the trophy earlier, the MVP award. How about the medals? Here's a look at one of the medals that'll be handed out today. This is a Junior Olympics silver medal here. This is going to the 18 and under platinum division. This is what the folks are vying for. There's, of course, different levels of competition, championship, classic, invite, everyone headed for the hardware. Here's a look at the silver medal. Why silver, not gold? Because today we're also recognizing the 30-year anniversary of the USA men's Olympic team claiming silver at the 88 Olympics in Seoul, South Korea, and Olympian Kevin Robertson, nice enough to pass along, just for the moment, this is not a gift, but letting us borrow his Olympic silver medal here from the 1988 Olympic Games in Seoul, South Korea. You get an idea of what that USA men's team accomplished. They won back-to-back silvers, 84 in LA, and then again silver in 88 in Seoul. The medals have gotten bigger over time. Olympians from that era will tell you, but this one still just as valuable. 30 years ago, this medal was won, and it all ties together nicely because today marks 2 years until the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. That is the next time you'll see water polo in the Olympic Games. Both are USA men and women. They're vying for qualification, setting up next year at the Pan American Games, trying to see if they can't bring home some hardware. We saw our USA women win gold in Rio. Our USA men won a silver back in 2008. They both have eyes on the podium come Tokyo 2 years from today. Get excited for water polo back at the Olympic Games coming in 2 years. But now we transition to our social media send-off. It's the way we close out every episode of The Counterattack by taking a look at the best of water polo on the internet. Let's jump right into it. We start first after a long day of water polo, time to recharge. The crew from SoCal Water Polo out of Orange County, spending time getting some dinner here. This via their Instagram account, the SoCal Water Polo IG. From there, Narwhal Nation. You'll be hard-pressed to find a club more active on social media here at the Junior Olympics, giving updates of all their competition. Here, a little sneak peek at the huddle after the first quarter against Texas Southside. It was a 2-2 game. Then we go, Catherine Hayne, one of the top water polo photographers around, showing some love to the refs. You know how a tournament like this happens? You have organizers, you have teams, you have clubs, you have pools. You need officials, you need referees in the whites. Shout out to all the refs working hard, working long days here at the JOs. And then last but not least, Moose Water Polo from Ohio, celebrating their last game thanks to Derek McDaniel from this tweet as they get ready to finish things up here as session 1 comes to a close. And that is the best of water polo on the internet here for the first half of the last day of session 1. Don't forget, use the hashtag 2018JOs. Tag us at USAWP. We'll share your very best right here on the show. That'll do it for this episode. We're back tonight after the championship matches, 6:30 p.m. right here at Stanford. Come back and join us, and best of luck to all the teams going for gold today at the JOs. That's all for this episode. Greg Meskel signing off and saying, don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, even at the JOs, look weak side. Thanks.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.